All right. Well, welcome everybody to Game 3, CSN versus MOYAI. This is in the losers bracket, 1.1. Whoever wins this gets to go up against Oh Boy. We'll be bringing that match to you next. So let's take a look at CN's setup here. CSN brings E-Sniper in the Kleber with, just your typical gun stuff. It's almost like I mentioned that earlier, right? With the way the bands were. Try W. Ivan is in a COTS build gearing. Ojik 77's Stalingrad is reload build. Lawrence Salem is a range build with radar. We got Philo 21 Tiger in a unique upgrade Moskva. Batea 11 in unique upgrade Des Moines. And Ereld in that San Martin. Ah, man, we talked about San Martin before. Delphosaurus in a Montana that is sniper quickscope build. And then Ravico is in a sniper quickscope Vermont. What do we have to the south, Puddin?
To the south, we have a Daring going to Apples. I would say this is your typical COTS build Daring. With a radar Salem running reload. We have a Lechmon Des Moines that I believe is going to be shoring up Bravo and Alpha. And the battleship of choice to supporting them is a sniper build Ohio. We have the Schlieffen heading towards the between chocolate and bacon. Full secondary build, everything into those Nurembergs.
Also, a couple things to note too. Take a look at that slot 5 module. Dropping concealment, going for the consumables, so consumables will last a little bit longer. And you add to that the hydroacoustic search upgrade in slot 2. That's a very long duration. Hydro, good heal, all that kind of stuff.
The COTS build Daring going to chocolate, it looks like, with the 320 blazing gearing followed by a Lechmon Des Moines. And the Petro, which is reload. All heading over to chocolate.
Petro is range, actually. Demo?
Is he range? Oh, I probably looked at somebody else.
It's okay. Worthy of note, if you guys take a look once again at all of the CSN builds, we got radio location. Radio location. Vermont does not have radio location. Philip 21 Tiger does not. Ojik does. Salem does. Montana does not. San Martin does. And E-Sniper does. So pretty much every ship in every part of the map has radio location. I like that, actually. Marseille and Marseille banned this game.
Well, battleships can no longer take RPF. But for MOYAI, it's just their DDs that are running RPF.
What that means, guys, the reason I'm highlighting this for a second is because of the fact that Ojik Stalingrad is going to give CSN a little bit of extra knowledge, although, frankly, that Schlieffen is just going to be what he points to anyway, so maybe it's not as useful as they'd hoped.
Well, it should still help you figure out where the destroyers are and are not a little bit better. Like, as soon as you see smoke, there's going to be a Des Moines with a gearing, because you usually don't use the Daring for the smoke death trail.
I love chat. Chat's now chiming in. Oh my god, look at them, blah, blah, blah. And I got my COTS drop. Woohoo! Now back to the game. Oh wait, not much to talk about. Oh wait, actually there is Moskva going into B? He's gonna try
CSN got the first cap at Apples with the Club Air to nobody surprised. Well, the Daring is getting chocolate for MOYAI, wisely reverse in. Now the Moskva is backed up by Stalingrad.
Right.
And Salem, it looks like. So it's not going to be easy for MOYAI to really contest bacon there. right? Because you got the Salem that watches one way, and then you got Moskva Stalingrad watching the other way.
Yep. Tri-W Ivan's in trouble, though. He's on radar from the Des Moines. Forced back. Everybody's shooting at him. I don't think he's going to go down, but he's lost an awful lot of hit points.
Like we said earlier, a lot of that utility comes into that San Martin, landing his shells.
Look at Patea. He's backing up. He's going to take 2 torpedoes. Yep, he's taking 2 torpedoes, and he was just reminded that his hydroacoustic search is available, so he pushes the button.
Oh, thank God he did it after they passed him.
I mean, you know, that's important. If you're going to sit in a smokescreen and King of the Sea, you gotta have hydro available and running. Meanwhile, here's Areld shooting at the Salem.
I think more importantly, the Salem should have stopped shooting like 2 minutes ago.
Well, yeah,
because
I mean,
that San Martin's funny button is now got to be available, and like we were saying like last week, that's where the utility comes into play.
Well,
its ability not to die.
Take a look at the heel right now. It's down for another 150 seconds. If he lands enough shots to charge up his funny button, you'll see that drop to like 10 seconds. But Philippolis wisely stopped shooting, like you were saying. So there you go. And Patea ticks down, or goes down to the Petro. Most likely was radaring. Yep, he used his radar, and the Des Moines had been forced to back in farther. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
The funny thing with the San Martin that did send in some blind shots, those don't count towards his funny button.
If they hit, absolutely.
It has to be a spotted ship. Looks like Moya's gonna get chocolate.
Well,
not a lot of radar over there to stop them from just controlling the 910 line now.
That's the thing about Death Snails, is once you lose...
As here comes the Kleber through the gap against the Petro Schlieffen.
Oh, thank you. Let's take a look.
Does he get the kill on anybody?
He's gonna kill the... He's gonna get the Petro... No!
Ooh.
He failed! Oh my goodness, he failed! Ooh.
He failed to kill the Schlieffen and the Petro.
He tried to get both, and he came up with neither.
Well,
worthy of a clip
the Petro
there.
is going to be down and out for a hot minute to get all of its heals back, so he just doesn't die in 30 seconds of blaze of glory.
You know, it's really unfortunate that CSN doesn't have a Des Moines over here to just farm him out and finish the job.
Well, you mean the dead one who decided to pop hydro after the torps hit him?
Yeah. Oops.
Like, don't do that, guys. If you're going to a smoke cloud, pop your hydro.
But as I was saying, I mean, that's the key with the Death Snail. Both of those two components have to work in tandem. As soon as you lose one, that's it. That's gone. Now, Picha is just donating hit points at this point with his Ohio. I'm curious as to why he's deciding to move forward here.
Maybe because he wants to San Martin to get his funny button.
That would be nice to be able to show you guys. That's true. But San Martin doesn't care about it right now because...
No,
he's got all consumables available.
What I find interesting is, why are you sending the Montana into B if you're CSN? It seems not intelligent.
Well, it's probably kind of maybe a desperation play a little bit there. Like they're trying to take advantage of the chaos that started with the Kleber. Nice hit there from Delphosaurus on Emma Schlieffen.
No, CSN Salem is low.
Yes, it is. And heals down for another 50 seconds.
Like, Moya's Ohio wisely just stops there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what they're playing with, to hopefully bait out the Montana, and if that's the plan, it worked.
Mm.
You know, because what do you got over there to stop in Ohio to keep going? Of San Martin?
Right. Delphosaurus is going to take 2. No, 1 there. Another one on the bow. There it is, 2. Ouch. Nice single fire torso by the Daring there.
Is he flooding?
Well, he DCP'd.
I'm just making sure. I could just hit Alt and see that. But now he's just going to get farmed out by the Daring and Salem.
Well, and that goes back to my talk about the Ohio as well, right? Both teams basically just sent their battleships to go die. It's just a question of, you know, who's going to be better at farming. Delphosaurus is in a worse position, so he's going to get farmed out. Honestly, he should have just kept going straight and tried for a shot on the Ohio. Instead, he just dies. Sag. He does evacuate the captain. It's smart. I like that. I do that too. So that will provide a little bit of vision for CSN until he gets shot down.
Nope. They killed the captain too. He's dead.
Captain's dead, guys. That's all right. Laurent is getting farmed out, and this game is pretty much all but over. Or as Raptor likes to say, all over but the crying.
Oh, Des Moines is going to take 1 torpedo.
Brody?
His hydro was down, so we can't poke fun out of that.
No. And at this point, I can understand how they are getting a little bit more aggressive. The problem is when you move that smoke snail,
Oof.
you've got to find...
Mossbot just eats all the citadels.
I saw the white bar. That was the Schlieffen that whacked him, it looked like. As Tiger comes around the corner. But yeah, you know, if you want to set up the next death snail, you have to be very aggressive in that position because you want that smoke to be able to cover a ship and that ship to be useful that's being covered. So you have to put that smoke a lot closer. And that's what makes it very difficult when you are the chase group to get in there and continue the death snail and push with it. That's why death snail is a very good defensive position.
2 torpedoes.
In the backfield, yeah, the gearing torpedoes. Laurent is still alive. I'm very impressed with his ability to not die, although that's going to change soon. As, Stalingrad goes full in and full ouch. He does manage to get the ram off on the Petro. Petro finally dies, but Emma just smacked him.
4.5 weeks later, the San Martin is still farming out Ohio.
Right? And there's his last TO being used.
Maybe one day he'll get those friction fires from the AP shells.
Maybe.
I think that's... Yep, there goes the Salem.
Yeah, Daring finished him off.
GG. That's all the map control, all the cap control.
30 seconds remain in this battle. That'll be it. Picha might go down here. Now, if he does, he's dark. If he does go down, that's a time extension. 579. No more heals left on Picha, by the way. He's going to live at 579. Oh my goodness.
There's 579 more HP than he needs.
Yep. I'm taking that death pick right now while those 2 hulls are still showing up. But this is it. That's game. So let's go ahead and get a death pick of the dead Schlieffen here. Dead and dying Schlieffen.
Woohoo! Team Bravo breaks the curse.
Team Bravo does break the curse. As MOYAI wins. We set them as the winner. Congratulations to MOYAI. We'll see more of you in the future.
Well, that was game 3.
That was game 3.